Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Casual Report. Episode... Do we know? I always forget. Hope you're all well. This is, for the next 2 days, my full-time job, so it is what it is. Joined today by the one and only Mr. PlayStation, Mr. I'll watch whatever TV show I like. Jam's in the house, joining us today. Jam, are you good?
I am. I hope everyone can
2
hear
seconds.
me fine.
Ryan's also here. Ryan.
Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker,
Ryan,
television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn
Jam, how are
Monroe.
you?
Ryan started the
living
fire.
dream?
Always. Permanently.
Yeah, good. What have you been up to over the? Did you have a nice weekend? Did you do anything special? Did you watch or play anything marvelous?
We're playing more Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
That trophy I was on about, where you gotta get 1 billion, 10 billion studs.
Is it 10 billion?
I'll do it. Don't worry.
10 billion seems like a lot.
My permanent multiplier is 3,400 and something. So it'll add up.
Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon,
Okay,
Studebaker, television, North
I'm on
Korea,
episode
South Korea,
3 now.
Marilyn Monroe. Ryan
People
started
have completed the
fire.
game in less time it's taken me to get to episode 3.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hour-wise, probably not.
I'm grinding through it.
You grind. Mate, the grind don't stop. The Lego Star Wars, have you been watching anything? Have you been playing anything else? I know you've been watching something else. I'm trying to fucking...
I finished Supernatural.
Yeah. How is it still as good as you remember from all them years
It's
ago?
great. It's excellent.
Excellent.
It's excellent. It's one of the best TV shows ever made, even though it had a bit of a meh in the middle.
Most TV shows have a bit of a...
Yeah, some outstay their welcome. Some just fizzle out. This one kind of... I'm not going to spoil the ending.
Don't spoil the ending. Ryan watched it.
Ryan has watched it. I know
Ryan
Ryan's
has
watched
not watched
it.
it.
Are you being serious?
It says in the chat I'm refusing to watch the last episode. Whether he's taking the piss
Do you
or
know
not.
what the fun thing was? I didn't watch the last episode either, so I finished now.
Why? Is there a reason? Or?
Me and Ryan know why we don't want to watch the last episode.
Oh,
I can't tell you why.
Does somebody take a tragic turn for the worse? Without spoiling too much.
Without spoiling too much, the big climactic ending is the second to last episode.
Okay, so why is there a last episode?
I'm not telling you that.
I'm not watching 15 seasons of shite. Not shite, you know what I mean? Right, okay.
It's a very fitting ending. It's a very good ending, like the last episode.
Then I go, we're not done yet, then they carry on.
No. Like,
okay,
so the big climactic ending of the story kind of thing, and then there's the next episode, which is the very final episode. It's just a mundane episode. Well, like not mundane. It's a standard episode, but something else kind of happens, and it's like, oh,
is it something else in the way of it leaves it open, or is it something else the way of I didn't like that at all?
It does not leave it open.
Okay.
I mean, it's Supernatural. They can rejig this, that, and the other, and
on the scale of endings from
again.
Futurama, which was perfect, perfect ending that was. I don't know if you see.
I can't remember that.
It's spoilers for Futurama. You've had 1 million years to watch it. Spoilers.
Yes.
Mute us now for like 10 seconds. Boom. Fry and
Leela
to get married, and then there's just like a time machine, and they say, "Do you want to go around and do it again?" And I say, "Yeah, why not?" And they go back to the first episode, and it's like a loop.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That was cool. I've read it for you. Sorry.
There's a new trailer out for it.
What for?
Futurama.
Where's the trailer?
The new trailer dropped like 3 or 4 days ago. I don't know.
I've not seen it.
Maybe a while ago.
No, there's not.
There is. Joe sent me a link to it. I didn't watch it.
Is it?
Unless it was like one of them fan-made trailers. But there is a reboot of Futurama.
Yeah, there's reboots on the way, yeah. Which... Here's what... It's got John DiMaggio back, which is good. I've just typed in Futurama on YouTube,
and
nothing's come up.
Okay, it might be
the first one. The top one is Futurama 30 random jokes to get you through April. That's it. Up the top is Jodders.
But yeah, Supernatural is an excellent TV show.
Yeah.
It'd be one of them things that I'll watch on rotation. I'll watch it again in a few years' time, like a year or so, next year, the year after. It'll be a few years and I'll watch it again.
I know what you're saying.
But I started watching it in like November.
So like 6 months ago.
And I've been watching like it pretty much every day.
How many episodes?
2 episodes here and there. 327.
Is it? I'll Google it. Hold on.
Yeah, so 2 episodes a day. So if you did it at 1 episode a day, it'd take you nearly a year.
Yeah. Mate.
Yeah.
Jam, some...
Go on.
Some Uber Eats... Hang on. No, Just Eat driver got hit on Nantwich Road. I assume a car, yeah. Ryan was helping him.
That's not good.
Not good, mate. Not good. I bet you the pricks on the road like, where's me food? I'm like, driver's
yeah,
dying.
Probably.
I mean, if you don't know when you're hungry, it's fair enough, but the driver's dying. Let's chill out.
Yeah.
I'll bring you some food in a minute. All the thoughts to the gentleman that got hit. Ambulance has shown up. That's really good. NS is here and Jodders is here. I'm pretty happy.
I'll go on NS. I'm going to make a cup of tea whilst doing this.
Mate, so Jam's in the...
You should still be able to hear me because my microphone's in my ears.
Mate, I can... Don't you worry, mate. Jam's in the kitchen because his lovely wife has hijacked his beautiful computer. I assume a work thing, right?
Yeah, she's doing some work meeting.
We ain't got time for that, mate. Tell we ain't got time for that, mate.
I will.
But while you're making a brew, I'm going to tell you what I've been up to.
What have you been up to?
I swerved work off. I can't be asked for it anymore, so I'm not going. No, I'm joking.
Rounding off the stage, that's what you're doing now.
I'm joking. I've left where I was, so I'm in like the purgatory period in between starting up again elsewhere. But I love my old place a lot. And there's people I've met and I'll never forget. Love some good times, you know what I'm saying? So I've been playing some video games. I've platinumed Elden Ring. I can't remember if I've said it on here.
No, I don't think I have.
I don't think I have. No, I
platinumed it on Saturday. That's why you did it on Saturday.
It was Saturday, yeah, that's right. So I'm not Ryan. I love you all very much, dearly. Do you know what I'm saying?
He didn't say that, Ryan. He said something different to me.
I never would. No, never would. Right. So that out of the way. I don't usually get platinums, but the trophy list in Elden Ring.
They're stupidly long, hard games.
Yeah, trophy list in Elden Ring is if you fight all the bosses, by the end of the first run, you should have most of the trophies. And I was just like, I only need 2 endings to get all the fucking ancient gear fucking lot. Do you know what I mean? Am I making sense?
I can't believe you got that far with just one run.
Mate, I know, honestly, it's quite a decent trophy list if you're into platinums. It's not... Okay, it's pretty hard. But
it's not...
If you get the cheese out, mate, you bring the cheese out, it's not too bad.
You are perma cheese as well.
I'm about the cheesy strats, mate. Speaking of Elden Ring, former co-host of the Casual Report, Bishop's been trying his no-hit runs, which have been excellent Twitch viewing.
Yeah, it is absolutely bad.
Excellent Twitch viewing. It can go on a bit, but when he starts going and he gets it, it's so funny. Like, I mean, obviously we want him to do it. It's a personal conquest he's got. We want him to do it.
He will do it.
Yeah, I know. He's got the dedication, but it's his face when he's done all this shit and he gets right. Oh my God! You feel for him as well because
he gets killed by an elevator.
It's like, for fuck's sake, man. But if you're into that kind of thing, go watch Bish. Just put Bish Casual in the Twitch search thing. He's every Wednesday to Sunday, I believe, but I'm not too sure. Also, Jam, Yakuza Like a Dragon. Probably, I'm not being overzealous here, it's probably the greatest game ever made, to be honest.
Is it?
It's fucking beautiful. It's fucking beautiful, mate. Genuinely, like, so well written. All the characters are so good. And just, right, for example, I'm going to spoil a side quest now. Right. I was walking down the street.
Oh, wow, you're going to ruin it for
I'm
me.
going to ruin the whole game for you, but this is the kind of writing and juggling. It just gets serious as like a suicide. Jam, listen, look at me. Suicide. You know what I'm saying? Not suicide. It is what it is, but I mean, obviously, there's that side to it as well. But there's also the side. I was walking down the street, I heard these two blokes arguing, so I went over and I was like, what the fuck's going on here, lads? And he was like, oh, he's got me baby formula. I'm like, why the fuck do you need baby formula? So, oh, mate, oh, he's a gimp. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And he said, oh, okay. So you had to fight him, and then you hear a baby crying, and you have to go and get hot water and shit for the formula to go help the baby. But when you go upstairs, it's a load of men dressed up as... Joe, the I don't know what it's called, where a grown man's wearing a nappy and that's like a child.
Oh, yeah, it's that fetish thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of that. There's a room full. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's so funny. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's so well written, especially because it's been translated.
You probably felt at home there.
Mate, you'd be buzzing. Oh, Bok is a fucking legend, mate. I love Bok. The dude that hides in the... It took me ages to find this out. On Elden Ring, there's a character. There's just a character. He's called Bok, and he like turns into a tree or something. But it took me ages to be like, what the fuck? Whatever. So, I'd recommend Yakuza Like a Dragon to anybody. Like,
so I don't have to play the first 84 games.
No. It's like a soft reboot because the lead in Like a Dragon it's not Kiryu, it's Ichiban or Kazuga as he's called. But I don't know what you want from a video game if Yakuza Like a Dragon doesn't do it for you. Not counting like I want dragons and
now I am intrigued and interested to play it if I don't have to play them.
No, like,
not that I don't want to play the other one. It's just like
I know what you mean. I played Yakuza Zero. Yakuza Zero is brilliant, but I was like, it's fucking 6 more of these, and I'm like, I really just want to play Like a Dragon, but it's like a soft reboot, and there's characters from
what?
Zero to 6.
Where did you get Like a Dragon from?
Game Pass.
Oh right, fair enough.
Play anywhere as well. So I'm downstairs chilling, and like Jay's like, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm like, okay, I'll go upstairs with you. Coming here, bang. That's the high life, mate. But like, not including like, oh, I want high fantasy dragons, and like that's not going to do it for you if you want that from a video game. But like gameplay, zany side quests, zany characters, character development, a plot that's interesting. And backstabbing in it because it's it's like the Asian mafia because the Korean mafia's in it, Chinese mafia's up there thereabouts. Mate, it's so good. And it's like the guy gets stitched up, the main character gets stitched up, and you proper like feel for him, but he's a fucking clown as well. It's quality video.
They get it after I've done Star Wars.
Yeah, get on it. It's good, very good. So it's turn-based as well, which. I remember there was a lot. Yeah,
I thought it was like
no, it was. There was a lot of trepidation when Like a Dragon came out because Horse I told Bok he's pretty, mate. He's a beautiful person. I'm talking to Ryan. Don't. I'm sorry. That was.
I've got the stream on my phone.
Cool. Right. So yeah,
my phone is on like
10%, 5%. Yeah, there was a lot of trepidation when Like a Dragon came out because they were like, it was turn based. I'm like, everyone was like, what? Because it was like, I think a 3D Streets of Rage kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of the
but now it's brilliant, and like the main character is like he plays games as a kid. He's like, oh, I love Dragon Quest. It's so good. I want to be the hero, and he's got like a crazy imagination. So when you do go into battles, like it changes the appearance of all the characters. They've all got like trash can lids as shields and brooms as swords, and it's fucking quality, mate. It's so good, so good. Do you know what I mean? And it's like the turn-based, it flows so well as well. You don't feel fed up with it. But also, Jam, I shall move on. I could talk about Like a Dragon all day long. Been playing that Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, mate.
Octo stuff, yeah.
I've been wanting to buy it for ages, and then it's like Nintendo, like, it's on fucking your little expansion pass now. I'm like, cheers, lads. Downloaded, played it. It's good, mate. I never stuck to single player Splatoon. I don't know why. I always well preferred the multiplayer.
It was made for multiplayer.
Yeah, I always like because if it's like Call of Duty, I just run through the campaign once. Well, that was cool, and just jump into the multiplayer. But with Splatoon, I'm like, I don't want to play the single player like at all.
No,
as cool as it, but then multiplayer is good. But this is set out as just you underground, and you know what I mean. There's little segments of bits. It's like for example, it's like little courses of things. So one thing was to get an 8-ball. It bounces around everywhere, but you've got to get it to the goal. But it can bounce off the edge. The enemies can destroy it and all that shit, and you've got to sort of move it. And
is that single player?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but it's quite well designed and all that shit. Also, Jam. Moving on, I went to the cinema on Sunday.
You did.
I did. Watch Sonic 2, mate.
Did you even tell me how good Sonic was, or did you? Because I remember you just raging about how good the cinema was. Like, going on about
I love that cinema so much. Like, if you're ever in Elland area around here in West Yorkshire, there's a little cinema called the Rex, and it's not been touched since about 1920 or 1912 or something like that. And GeForce Game Ready drivers are available to download. Jam, I shall sort that out in a minute. Because if I did that, the stream would probably go off. So stay there,
it
mate.
Would.
But the same was good. The film was bloody. It was mint. Like, fair play to Sonic. It's gone up against arguably the biggest franchise in the world in Pokemon with Detective Pikachu, and won twice. Because the first one and the second one, I mean, money wise, but I think the first one I think I preferred Detective Pikachu, but the second one I think it is better than Detective Pikachu. Not that these are like fucking masterpieces by Alfred Hitchcock, but they're great watches, and especially if you imagine if you got a younger audience with you, like if you got a nephew or a niece or a little cousin or something, I'm sure they'll have a great time watching it. And the references to all the like even like Mega Drive stuff, and like the cafe that Dr. Robotnik's assistant run. I can't remember his name. Is it Stone or something like that? I think it's Stone. Correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am. His cafe is called
the first one. Yeah.
His cafe is called Mean Bean Coffee, and I'm like, fuck off. It's just,
like Mean Bean Machine.
Mean Machine, yeah. Fuck it, it's beautiful, mate. And Sonic Spinball, the best Sonic game, is on Sega Mega Drive, Switch, whatever it is now. So if you are on the Nintendo, whatever it's fucking called, go and play that. I think it's quite good. And I watched Jade put Russian Doll on today, and I've just been glued to it because.
People at work saying about that. I'm not seeing it, no. No,
it's good. It's basically Groundhog Day again, but it's about this lady. You know, she's a game developer. Nothing to do with the plot. Don't worry. Nothing to do with the plot really. And she has to relive the same day, but she keeps dying. Just keep going round and round and round and round. I'm like, okay. Then she may or may not. I'm not going to spoil too much, but she may or may not find someone else who keeps dying as well, and then that sort of.
So it's just like Palm Springs.
Yeah, I think so.
Palm Springs is a Andy Samberg film, and it's the same plot.
Yeah, so basically, it's been done 1,000 times, and it definitely it's the same as well, kind of.
And is the episode of Supernatural like it too?
Yeah, I imagine there is. That doesn't surprise me.
You've seen that. You would have seen that one.
Now you've said it, I think
Season 3.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Dean keeps dying, and then Sam wakes up every day.
It's like they're in some sort of purgatory, but like the way they sort of they may or may not find this person who may or may not be going through the same thing, but they may or may not be the only people. I don't want to. I'm being a bit. I'm treading on eggshells around it, mate. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's best if you just go in blind. It's the main character is the girl that played Jessica from American Pie, the ginger one who's
Willow.
Quite well adverse.
From Buffy.
Quite well adverse with the sexual. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's very funny.
Willow,
she's very cool.
Yeah.
She's very good in it as well. Fair play to her. But I've been doing a lot. That's about it, mate. To be honest. Edge of Tomorrow. I've not seen Edge of Tomorrow. Have you, Jam?
No, I don't like Tom Cruise.
You love Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise's best role is Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
It's fucking hilarious. That
it's like Top Gun. It's like everyone loves Top Gun.
You love Top Gun.
I'm like, it's all right.
Are you talking shit about Top Gun?
And I'm a man who loves the 80s, mate.
I know you love the 80s, to be fair.
But Top Gun was just...
Mate, I've seen you dancing around the reflex for them tunes, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kenny Loggins, mate.
Oh, mate, he's a fucking genius.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. He's still... I don't think he's writing songs anymore, but he's still performing live, I believe. Is he still alive? He's still alive, so. Right?
He is still alive,
yeah. There's been that much, like, dross lately. It's kind of hard to keep track sometimes of...
I can't keep track of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of tragedies have gone on, and it's quite hard to. I'd say die. I'm pretty sure. Well, the fact that I have to say that's horrible. I'm sorry, but Jam, enough nonsense.
Yeah.
Mate. Shall we crack on?
Indeed.
You don't care, mate. Again, I'm sorry. We will get to the Marvel shit, but it is what it is. I can tell you now. I said I was going to send it to Ryan, actually. I might do, because he's getting fuming, mate. But ask me if I care. We do what we want. We do what we want. Yeah. We do what we want. Wait, should we just wait till the ranking of the Star Wars films, or the ranking of the Final Fantasy games, or the
ranking of the Star Wars films? I'd love to see it.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, I know everyone did it. There's one right answer for the top one, but
I believe. I hope we do. I hope it's not what I think it is from you, but I hope we're agreed on the best Star Wars film, right?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cool. Right. We won't say anymore. We'll do that next. But I don't want to do that and then have two sets of results to do shows. You know what I mean?
Just instead of saying rating the best Star Wars film, rate your favourite Star Wars film.
Yeah, so that's what we need. That's the beauty of it. In your opinion,
that's two different answers for me.
There is. Okay. I like where this is going. So that's what we want when we do our polls. We want we don't want the objective, looking at it objectively. We want you to dig deep and let us know. Because I'm very intrigued when people tell me the favourite game of the series isn't the X best one, or this one, or the one that's conceived to be the best. It's probably this one, but I really, really like this one, which is you with Star Wars. And I'm not going to say which one it is, but you've said it on the show before. Eagle-eared listeners or viewers will know which film it is. And I know which film it is. It pisses me off. Go on.
Ryan does too.
Ryan does know, mate. Yeah, I agree. There's 100% agree. Because it's like for me, for example, we'll go with an example. I've got one for you. I'm cool. Grand Theft Auto, PlayStation 2 trilogy. The best one is San Andreas, but my favourite is Vice City.
Agreed. Yeah, same here.
Crash Bandicoot, the PlayStation 1 trilogy, the best one is 3, but I really like 2 a lot. And I think I'd say that's my favourite. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2's my favourite out of the lot too.
Because we know, mate. We know. But Jam, I've got, speaking of lists and things, I've got charts here, mate. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Can't imagine what's number 1 this week, Jam. It's just crazy.
No, it's something else come out. Yet?
No, let me out. Wait, what are you saying? I clicked settings by accident.
Ryan, your favourite is 7. Leviathan season.
I've not seen that.
That's a hot topic, that one.
Oh, that deserves its own episode, I think. Do you know what I mean? I think that does.
Season 4's excellent. That's the...
Season 4...
Castiel and Rise of Lucifer.
Season 4 is the one I bought the Blu-ray on Season 4, and it was just exhilarating, mate. It was brilliant.
Mark Pellegrino.
I've clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Mark Pellegrino, yeah. He's one of the best characters in Supernatural. All the way through. He's one of the best characters.
Who's that for those commoners?
Lucifer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't like 5, but from what I saw of Lucifer, he's really cool. Which is, I assume they killed him off, and I assume that's why they brought him back for later on, right? Or they perceived to kill him off.
Well, they locked him in the cage, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, they got rid of him, I'll say. They got rid of him. But I assume the popularity of him, this is probably why they brought him back for 7. Because in 6, I don't think he come back in 6, did he? Or did he? No. So I assume that's why everyone was fuming. So bring back Lucifer, and it's alright, and no worries, bang, there you go.
I can't remember what season he came back in, but 7, 8 maybe.
7 or 8.
9.
I imagine it was a lot of not pressure from the fans, but you know, like, come on, bring it back. It's cool. Jam, I'm not going to leave you hanging any longer. The number one game this week in the physical UK games charts, courtesy of Christopher Dring at gamesindustry.biz, is... Have you got like an actual ranking of your favourite Supernatural seasons, right? Because that's impressive if you have.
I'm going to have to do the same. I'm going to have to do the same.
That's 4, 5, 7, 12, 13, 14. Okay, well, 1 was good though, right? We like 1, don't we?
1 and 2 1, 2 and 3 were excellent.
Yeah, I think the first 4
I love them ones.
Are just peak television, mate. 5 really.
Oh, they're Lucifer seasons. All right.
5 really did a number on me, though.
15 as well, man. For one episode.
Which episode?
I can't tell you that one.
Okay. Pennies drop, mate. Right, everybody, I'm going to put the charts on the screen for you now. Drum roll,
I see the charts now.
Boom. We got bang. Animal Crossing number 10, Minecraft Switch number 11, fuck hell, number 9, Grand Theft Auto 5 at 8, Horizon Forbidden West at 7, Elden Ring, the greatest game of all time, at 6, WWE 2K22 at 5, Mario Kart 8, of course it is, at number 4, Pokemon Legends at 3, FIFA 22 at 2, and Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, the greatest video game ever made, number 1. Are you happy that it's still there?
Yes, should be there forever.
Buzzing. I've got more spiel.
It's the greatest game ever made.
You know, I'd have to double check, but I don't think Pokemon's been out of the top 5 since it's come out in January, which is Pokemon.
I see it.
Yeah, but in the box 2K shells, which is Pokemon, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? But Ryan, did you read the? Sorry, Jam. Ryan, did you read the book before you watched the film, or did you know of the? I'll carry on. Ryan, answer that question while I'm talking. Did you read the book though first? Did you know that Smaug was only in it for a bit? Right, got a bit. Okay, cool. Right, Smaug. You've not seen these films, Jam?
I have seen these films. I haven't seen the third one because I don't care.
Cool. Yeah, I think that was.
I didn't care about the
you were
first
going to
two.
come with us, but I think you were ill.
Oh yeah, I
So
was. Yeah, that was the second one.
That was one of them. When I ended up taking your wife on a hot date, I remember that.
You did, yeah.
It was a good time. We had a good
Better
night.
you than me, to be fair.
To be fair, I know how much you like them films, mate. You know what I mean? I think, yeah, out of them, I like the second one most because Benedict Cumberbatch is brilliant as Smaug. So good, mate. So good. But Jam, Lego Star Wars comfortably number 1 UK box charts for the 3rd consecutive week. It's been out 3 weeks already, mate. And I've nearly bought it twice. Both times in Asda. Both times.
Yep.
But
Why haven't you?
I've got a lot of shit to buy, mate. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I would have. And Mario Party as well. I'm like, I see you lot playing it. Like, I could jump in.
Mario Party is so fun. I've e-worded Mario Party 4 on my tablet.
E-worded?
I just need to get my controller to work with it, yeah.
Mate, NS is all about it.
People are playing Mario Party GameCube series online.
Mate,
They've got a netcode for it. It made there a netcode. They're playing online with it. I'm like, this needs to be on NSO.
Yeah, no, I mean, quite a lot of Nintendo fans do that a bit, don't they? With, I think they brought back Phantasy Star, which was on the GameCube. That one that was on the GameCube.
Yeah.
I think
They do it with Smash Melee as well, don't they?
Melee's online as well, yeah. So I'm happy things are keeping live, mate. You know what I mean? But back to Lego Star Wars, mate. Title achieved the result despite sales slipping 38%. Overall, the Warner Brothers has broken records. It's the fastest selling Lego title in history, both in the UK and worldwide. It was a slow week for physical video game releases. Sales, I should say. FIFA 22 rose 2 places at number 2, despite sales dropping 32% week on week, while the Pokemon Legends also jumped up 2 spots after a 20% fall. The one game in the top 10 to rise in sales was WWE 2K22, which jumped 7 places from 12th to 5th. Is it 5th? Yeah, it's 5th. See, my maths is sick. The previous week's big sales were PS5 games, driven by the arrival of more PlayStation 5 consoles. I really hope we're in a position where everyone that wants a PS5 can get one, because it's getting on my nerves a bit now. You know what I'm saying?
You're 18 months in.
Yeah, it's like, come on, mate.
Next month is 18 months.
Yeah. Elsewhere, Nintendo Switch released Kirby out the top 10 at number 12 with a 57% decline. You still on that one? You still?
Yeah, that's basically on my radar. When I mean, there's never such thing as
you're waiting for a sale, or you're waiting for the opportune moment
to play.
There's no such
thing. That thing won't get a sale.
First party. There was a sale on some shop the other day, and it had first party Nintendo games that have been out 4 years for like £10 discounted, and I'm like, okay. Like, Xenoblade 2 was like 30 quid. I'm like, that game's like 5 years old. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Zelda as well, but it was like $5 off, whatever. There was one new game in the charts. Do you know what it is? Jam, do the honours, please, mate.
What?
Oh, you can't. I'll leave it.
Actually, I think I can.
Ryan can. Ryan can't. I'll mod you, Ryan.
I can. Get out of here.
Buzz in. Ryan's a legend. Right, I'll give you the mod status when I'm next on Twitch on the desktop computer. On the web thing. I don't think I can do it.
Stream manager.
Yeah, that's it. I need you to do me a favour and get rid of them people when we're busy, mate. I appreciate that a lot. New game in the charts this week at number 39. No. Yeah, number 39. Do you know what it was? You won't get it. You won't get it. MotoGP 22.
Oh, great.
We could be sitting till next fucking June and you'd be like, oh, fuck knows, mate. And I'll be there playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, mate.
Next June?
Probably. It's game, there's certain personal aspects of my life again have taken an overhaul of my RPG playing.
You are decorating the house, I understand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's quite a week for the charts. I'm glad Lego Star Wars is doing well, and it's quite cheap. So if you shop around, you can get it for 40, 35 quid. So
you can
go and do that. But Jam, I know it's a lot of. We'll go into the actual 45 notes. Are you crazy? I like Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon's a fine game. Don't get me wrong, but it is what it is, mate. I mean,
it's Nintendo, man.
That's not Nintendo, but mate. But I'm doing the doc earlier today, and I noticed a lot of Sony nonsense. So we're just gonna bash through that now, mate. I know you've not got it in front of you, so I'm gonna do what I can. So, Jam, first up, all new PlayStation Plus, the shit we talked about a couple weeks ago, that has a release date or release window. So Asian markets, excluding Japan, are targeting May the 23rd, so about 4 weeks, give or take.
Awesome. Okay.
Japan is 1st of June. Americas, so you've got your United States, your Canada, your Mexico, your Argentina, and all that. That's targeting the 13th of June, and lowly Europe, we get it about the 22nd of June. So we're looking at 6 to 7 weeks, maybe 8 at a push. There or thereabouts. I'm being hopeful.
Well, I wonder why Japan again in second. They are like the host country.
Yeah, I imagine they've done it in. I don't know. Maybe because like Asia markets, excluding Japan, that's probably the smallest market out of the lot. So maybe
and then we're the biggest, yeah.
Yeah, we're obviously the biggest.
So
I'm not sure. Perhaps
we're
furthest away. Maybe I'll be furthest. Yeah, right. Because on the other side of the. Right.
Yeah, it depends which way you fly around the globe, I suppose.
Furthest-ish away, but I imagine there's definitely a business decision there, which has caused it to come out. I mean, I'd rather it come out, just do it in one hit, but probably not possible. Or maybe it's they don't want to take any risk. NS, talk to me, mate. Sorry, Jam. Give me a second. Me and NS having bro time.
You probably got Yakuza 2 or something.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or Like a Dragon, the greatest game ever made. Zero's a good game. I'll be honest, Jam. Zero's a very good game. It's good. Like,
I am a very good game.
That's mental as well. I remember I sent you pictures of that game with the dude and like just what was he called? The Sex Crazed Maniac or something, and he was just in his boxer shorts. Mate,
I think you did. I'm just making more tea.
Mate, you're making tea. I will talk through this nonsense, mate.
I can still talk. So.
Mate, you just pick your ears up, man. We're about to get... It's just... Oh, man, this is hilarious.
British Gamescast ever.
Mate.
We get Making Tea live.
Mate, this is the Making Tea report, not fucking... We talk about tea, mate. Is it good, Ryan? Let us know. Additionally, we are also expanding our cloud streaming access to the following locations for a total of 30 markets with cloud streaming access. The following markets will offer premium tier for PlayStation Plus: Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Greece, Hungary, Malta, Poland, Republic of Cyprus, Romania, Slovakia, and Slovenia. That, for all our Eastern European view, ish. But yeah, Jam, I have a question.
Yeah.
We've got a targeted release date, but we've got no games confirmed for either. Like
that's going to be where I make my decision of when I get it. Is what games they give me.
I'm the same. From what I understand, I'm not gonna source anything, but Siphon Filter has been rated in Korea, so that is probably on the thingies that the PS1, the PS1 games, which I've said before that I really like Siphon Filter a lot.
Okay.
I say that as someone who's not played it for 15 or so years, maybe 20 at this point. Do you know what I'm saying?
Old man.
Yeah, we're getting there, mate. Don't you worry. But it depends what PS1. If it's just like a load of FIFAs, a load of virtual tennises, nothing against those games. Don't get me wrong. Nothing against them.
Yeah,
but you understand, like actual soccer and Toca Touring, and if it's just
shovelware.
That's no disrespect, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
well, it is when the game's like released every year on the it just eventually becomes 50p in CEX.
That's what I'm getting at. Like games I can pick up for 50p from CX. If it's like if I can get Legend of Dragoon, for example, Legend of Dragoon I don't believe was ever released in Europe. So if they put that on there and I can play that, that would be something I've been in. Xenogears, which wasn't released in Europe, I don't think so.
How pleasant would it be if they had a trophy support? They won't, but still.
Imagine how much work that would be. But I mean, I'd love it. Don't get me wrong, I'd love it.
Maybe for big kids, they might.
You fucking sexy bastard.
What?
I had an unpopular opinion and I forgot about it, but you saying that comment just made me realise what it was. No, it's more of a bring to the table, not opinion. But I mean, I think we're both on the same page where we both want to see what games are offering before we go all in on the top tier. Especially with Netflix up in the subscription price again. I mean,
but that's the thing. Like it for people like us who like our retro games.
Yeah,
it's like bang, great. That's the best. That's a great idea. That's what we want. But what are you going to give us?
Yeah, exactly. But if you,
it sounds right up our street. But if they're going to give us like what you say, like the
but nothing against Toca Touring. I was pulling that out of my arse. I quite liked the game when I was had a PS1. Don't get me wrong.
They're going to release the PS1 classics.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Jam. Do not misinterpret what I'm saying. But if it's like just generic shit, I don't want it. I want it. I don't need it, mate. I do want it. I don't need it. But sticking with PlayStation, as I said, the PlayStation Plus games have been leaked from Deal Labs, but you always have this. This is probably real because this is the site that always has it. It's at, I think it's French website. I'm going to put them on screen now. What do you think? Do you know what they are, Jam? I just
remember FIFA 22.
FIFA, right.
That Gods thing.
Yeah, so Curse
Which
of
is
the
on Game Pass, isn't it?
It is, yeah. The Curse of the Dead Gods, Tribes of Midgard, and FIFA 22. We were saying to your brother earlier, it's quite nice to have a free-to-play football game on PlayStation now. But it just doesn't seem to be anything. I was joking. Jam, for those.
I mean, I generally probably will download it just to see what it's like.
Mate, I will as well. Mate, we will play FIFA 22.
I think 17 was the last one I played.
Yeah.
and that was like for 5 minutes.
Mate, we will do an arcade edition of FIFA.
Yeah.
I'm about this. I'm being serious. I don't play it a lot. We used to be quite on it, me and you, didn't we? And your brother and Daz and Edgy and everyone. We used to be like on it.
Andrew said the proper eFootball came out last week.
It did, yeah. I believe so. The version 1, I believe, is what they're calling it. But I mean, that's supposed to be alright, especially for free. If it depends, again, it goes back. It depends how much you update it. Because you know all the football games, but when I don't know, man. FIFA's just, I don't like just the same shit shoved down my throat all the time. Do you know
full price as well?
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm down for an arcade edition of FIFA. I know Ryan will love that.
You know, the fact that in this day and age, they can make a base FIFA game, like they can make FIFA 22 and just like, oh, do you want to buy the upgrade next year?
Yeah.
But
I always said I know they're not going to because they can sell you FIFA £50 a year. But I'd love it if FIFA.
As long as they're using the same game engine, they can change them again.
I'd love it if
FIFA. If you change the game engine, re-release it.
Yeah, cool. I love it if FIFA was just like a platform and you just paid for the upgrade every year, which is like
that's what eFootball's going for.
Yeah, that kind of because when I first heard about eFootball, I was like, I love that idea. Like, because it's like a Rocket League sort of model. So it's the base game, and then every so often you just get new kits, new players are moving around, new fucking whatever's. But then I suppose whatever. Curse of the Dead Gods is quite good. I played it on Game Pass. It is quite good. It's Hades-esque kind of thing. And Trials of Midgard, I'm not playing it, but I've heard very good things. So if these are not confirmed yet, but if these are the games, not bad at all. I mean, everyone's got a FIFA.
I mean, it is 3 months off a new one, aren't we?
Yeah, it's about 5 months off a new one. At the point where it's like, just you may as well just have it at this point. Do you know, like jump on Ultimate Team, open a few packs, pay for itself. There you go.
I couldn't care less about
Ultimate Team. I like the idea of Ultimate Team, but when it started, like
everyone just buys the gold packs.
It's just bollocks, mate. And the amount of coinage and the market is just ridiculous. But I do like the idea of like a trading card FIFA game. But I mean, it is what it is, mate. But moving on, Jam, if I may, here's one that I found quite interesting. I was riveted by it, mate. You know, we like back in the day. I'm sure I've got a stack of demos. I'm sure you have as well. Like demo discs, still, demo discs, I say.
Yeah.
And like, I love it when a game just lets you play the first mission or two for free, and then if you want to carry on, give us the wedge. We'll unlock it for you. If not, turn it off in a bit. But then I think from a developer's point of view, that sort of there's quite a lot of games that I'll just scratch that itch, and the first mission can sometimes do that. And then you're like, I can't be arsed. That is what it is. But I enjoyed a demo because it sort of broadens my tastes, if you will. But I'm reading from Bryant Francis from GameDeveloper.com. And he says, timed game trials are now a requirement for some PlayStation developers. So he says, Sony has begun communicating with developers about its plans for timed game trials for PlayStation Plus premium subscribers. According to sources speaking to game developers working on games that have a wholesale cost of $34, 33 euros in Europe, and 4,000 yen, are now required to create time-limited game trials of their games. Update: this number now was previously referred to as the retail pricing. It has been updated to reflect that it's the wholesale pricing. These trial versions must be at least 2 hours long. Just that first paragraph, Jam. How does that entice you, or are you ready?
No, I've always said they should. It's like it must be much easier now to make a demo. Well, sorry, I know back in the day it was just as difficult, maybe, but I don't know, putting demo in a demo disc, they're releasing it. There's no shipping fees or whatnot.
Yeah,
with magazines. But now, it should be easier. Just put a time limit on it.
If it was that easy, if me had a dick, she'd be my uncle and all that shit.
I'm not an engineer, but I'm pretty sure.
If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike.
Yes. Gino De Campo, mate.
Yes, mate. You know. The greatest demo ever made is Metal Gear Solid 1. Was that sort of the sort of dangling carrot when it finishes. I'm like, you fucker. I will do
I
it.
have that, yeah.
10, 11, something like that, maybe.
That was
9.
when you got up the elevator. No,
Yeah.
you got up the
Chief.
elevator.
You go to the DARPA chief and the door opens and it
DARPA
just stops.
Chief, yeah.
And I'm like, you fucker,
Yeah.
you've got me. I'm in, mate.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I've got the silent. I've got the Metal Gear Solid with the Silent Hill demo with it.
Yeah, Bryce just said that. I got Silent Hill just from a demo disc from Blockbuster. Yeah. Even McDonald's used to do them, didn't they? Like McDonald's used to do disc and Happy Meals, I believe. Do you remember?
I can't remember that now.
Am I going crazy?
I just remember getting it. I remember getting it off the PlayStation magazine.
Yeah, maybe. I'm right about this. I'm pretty sure McDonald's used to put demo disc and Happy Meals.
I can literally remember demo disc 1.
Yeah.
A Destruction Derby loaded.
Yeah.
I remember
I had
them
this. Everyone had this demo.
Pandemonium.
Medieval or Crash Bandicoot or something like that. I can't remember. But
I don't think Crash Bandicoot was on it.
do you remember the?
Was it Gran Turismo?
What was that?
Sorry, Wipeout.
Yeah. What was that developer thing with the? Oh, God. 2 seconds. There's like a top-down shooter game. You're in like some sort of prison thing.
Was the case silver?
Yeah.
I think I remember what it was.
I
think I
swear
remember
it's a Yahtzee. It's not Yahtzee. What the net Euro? Is it Yahtzee? Hang on. I think I'm on something here. I think I'm going crazy, mate. Oh, mate. The black PlayStation, the Net Euros or Eurosi or whatever it is. You don't remember this?
No.
NS remembers it.
Vaguely.
NS remembers it. There was like a shooting game for it was fucking class, mate. Well, that's a rabbit hole we do not need to go down now. We will go down that another time.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? Demo discs.
Demo discs.
Yeah, demos are cool. I've got
the PS2 demo discs.
Yeah,
I've got 2 of them upstairs that came with the PS2. I've got 2 of them in their original blue cardboard stuff.
Yes, I remember them. As someone who loves Zone of the Enders, like I know the only reason that game sold it because it had a demo of Metal Gear Solid 2 in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not the only reason, but it was a big. People I like Metal Gear Solid.
The bonus is you got Zone of the Enders as well.
Exactly, which was a good game. Zone of the Enders 2 far superior in every way, but the first one was good.
Mm-hmm.
So games that cost lower than the $34 are not required to create a limited time trial. Many developers were informed.
Origin is horrible for most things.
The what?
Origin is a waste of time. Download the game on Steam, click play, it opens another bloody program to launch it from. It's like, piss off. Why you let me download it on Steam then?
Yeah, mate. I know what you mean. Like, I get why it's their EA are greedy and they want everyone to be on their sort of shop. Same with Ubisoft. Same with, you know what I mean.
FS, you know, mate.
Yeah. So most developers discovered this via an update to Sony's developer portal. Our sources indicate they had not received any other communication about this change. The good news is these requirements are not retroactive and do not apply to upcoming PlayStation VR titles. The less great news is that if you're a developer planning to release a game on PlayStation Store in the future, you now need to budget time and resources to create these new time trials. Like I say, I'm sure it's a lot easier than it was, but I'm sure it's a fucking ball ache to like cut things and make sure it's working when it's caught and all that shit. I'm sure it's a bollock.
Demos nowadays are just full games that get patched to unlock, aren't they?
From what I understand, yeah.
So I'd imagine. Again, I'm no engineer. They just stick a time limit on it somehow.
We're gonna put that when we get, our own merch sorted. That's gonna be one of our T-shirts. I'm no engineer. Casual report. Done a bit.
Imagine a person's like a really good speedrunner.
Yeah, no engineer.
God, now play this 10-hour game. Hold my beer. I finished it.
It's like done. Elden Ring 7 minutes, mate. Like you couldn't just.
Well, I suppose depending on the length of the game, they might have to just like it's a time limit. Imagine
most $34 games or higher are longer than the 2 hour mark. You imagine, but again, it's not about the length; it's the quality. Even so, I've played some half an hour games, which I've loved more than 100-hour games. You know what I'm saying?
Resident Evil 2, when that dropped, you had a half an hour.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Yeah,
I remember. You're right. It was just a timer in the corner, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mate.
And you get as far as you want to. Well, you could.
Right. The plot thickens, Jam. It says there is some flexibility as part of Sony's policy. Developers have up until 3 months after their games launch on the PlayStation Store to release their time trial. Trials are also only required to be available to purchase to PlayStation Plus premium users for at least 12 months. Sony's also open. Exactly, mate. Sony's also open to releasing custom game demos instead of time-limited game trials, but these will only be approved on a case-by-case basis. Whatever. I don't know enough about the back end to argue that, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, from the consumer perspective, it's good. We get it's like a playable trailer. Do you know what I mean? Like, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a demo is. You get a feel for it, and then there's none of that. Oh, I don't want to play this. I'm going to refund it, kind of shit. And so you know what? Something like with refunds, mate. Fucking get out.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Jam, I'm going to move on. If it's right with yourself. Sticking with PlayStation, we're nearly done with PlayStation. PlayStation has set up a new game preservation team from Chris Scullion at VGC because of we always source from VGC. Probably the greatest website ever made.
Do you like some preservation?
I do. I'm about preservation. PlayStation set up a new game preservation team according to a new employee. Garrett Fredley, who had previously been working as a build engineer for Canadian mobile developer Kabam, has joined PlayStation as a senior build engineer. He's an engineer, he'll be able to sort it out. Do you know what I mean?
He will.
Celebrating his new employment, Fredley posted a message on his Twitter and LinkedIn pages expressing excitement to join the new preservation team. Today's my first day as a build engineer for PlayStation, working as one of the initial hires for the newly created preservation team, he wrote. Game preservation was my first career passion. I can get on board with this guy. Me and this guy will get on. You know what I mean? We're talking having a few sherbets, mate, in a pub. I pick his brain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Game preservation was my first career passion. It was my first foray into the world of software engineering, DevOps, and into a world that so many are unaware of. I was just a novice back then, contributing any way I could, regardless of my inexperience. Now I'm back to it, no longer the novice one once was. I hope he does. I hope he fucking ruins everything. I hope he destroys it, mate. I'm sure we're all behind him because I'm about preservation in anything, music, film.
That's
TVs.
why our rooms look like they do.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's all that crap right there.
Yeah.
That
Hoover.
You know, mate. That beautiful Hoover. No,
Limited edition.
Hoover's not technically correct. That is a vacuum, mate.
Oh, is it a vacuum?
The Hoover is.
A
all
brand.
Hoovers are vacuums, but not all vacuums are Hoovers.
It's true.
Like all hot tubs is jacuzzi. No, all. I don't know. Whatever. We don't care.
All jacuzzis are hot tubs, but not all hot tubs are jacuzzis.
Right. We don't care, mate. Have a good time. Fredley does work for EA between 2016 and 2019, where he solely led the preservation efforts for the FIFA franchise, resulting in the complete archival of multiple titles. It's not yet clear what his new role is, blah blah blah. Last month, Sony announced that it would be bringing classics to PlayStation 5 via its new PlayStation Plus premium subscription. You imagine it's something to do with it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, with the PlayStation 3 infrastructure and architecture, the way it is, I imagine he's gonna. If he can get that sorted out, he'll be a fucking hero. I'll have his name tattooed on my arm. I won't.
Okay.
I won't. I'll get a t-shirt.
We'll invite him on the show.
Yeah. Imagine he's like, we'll go to a report. Yeah, no worries, mate. Bam. Send it
I'll
back.
watch you every week.
I was the first subscriber. No, I'm joking. But I mean, considering Sony's stance on like backward compatibility and being able to play your older games on newer hardware, you know the PlayStation 5 can't play CDs?
No, I didn't. But why would it need to?
Why would it? You're
PS1
wasting
games are
manpower on
CDs,
something that only like 3 people are going to ever use it for, if that.
Yeah.
Which is annoying because technically, then we can't play CDs. It probably can't play PlayStation. It can't play PlayStation 1 games. Like, it can't read the disc, so you couldn't put a disc
Can
in
it play
anyway.
DVDs? I don't even know if it plays DVDs.
DVDs, right? Yeah.
I have no idea.
I've never put Blu-rays in it.
Like,
Huh.
well, it doesn't play PS2 games, which are DVDs. So.
Yeah. I mean, does it play DVD? Someone test it in the chat if they've got PS5 on. Has he not done that yet, Ryan? I swear down, man. He needs to sort it out. Yeah, well, I'm sure this will all come to light as far in time as we'll move forward with our lives, and I'm sure this preservation team will have their light shown on them. You know what I mean? With mate, fuming. Last, are you ready? Are you ready? Last little thing. PlayStation, PS5 is finally getting I can't say it. Variable refresh rates. Several titles will officially support the feature in the coming weeks. Sony bringing variable. Sorry, what did I say?
You said variable refresh rate.
I'm going crazy, man. Variable refresh rate supports PlayStation 5 this week. It's announced the feature, which has been available on Xbox Series X since launch. Why is it taking so long, John?
I don't know. Do I care about it?
Not really. As long as I'm not. It needs to be running at 5. I'm on the fence of it needs to be steady, as opposed to it needs to be 50 million frames a second. As long as it's steady and it's, I'll do 30. But if it's 60, I'm happy. I'll play 30. Don't get me wrong, but
no, 30 is a thing about.
It is a thing about. I mean, quite a few Switch games are 30 now, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm ready. But I'll play performance mode, as I'm sure you do, when the thing comes up. You get that at least 60, solid 60. I'm happy. But I'm not like releasing. We've got to be 144 million a second, and it's got to be this. And
it doesn't need to be.
As long as it's steady, I'm whatever. This is from Andy Robinson, VGC again. Once the update rolls out, VRR is will be enabled for supported games. If the PS5 console is connected to HDMI 2.1 VRR compatible TV or PC monitor, which is this thing is, so I do what I want. I haven't got any games I don't. Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have. I've got 2. Fuck you, man.
What are the games?
Astro's Playroom, Call of Duty Vanguard, and Black Ops Cold War. Destiny 2, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, Boom, Dirt 5, Godfall, Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Resi Village, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, and Tribes of Midgard. The first lot, but I imagine as time goes on, more will...
Yeah, there'll be more.
More will thingy. But that... And, Jam. Breathe, mate. That is PlayStation sorted. I'm going to fucking pass out. Are you anything to add on any of that? Mr. PlayStation?
No.
Is that music to your ears as the PlayStation's biggest fan, or you're good?
I'm intrigued with the new PS Plus stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing there that rubs you the wrong way, which is good to...
No, everything is good. Everything is like, it's all going the right way. Yeah. It's like, I don't have to set my PS2 up, PS3 or PS1
always...
to play retro games.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great. I just sit back, press the same button I do for PS5 games, but I need to know what games are in.
It's like, they're getting there. They're not as... I'm going to turn the light on. The sun's gone...
I'm hoping because they've had so much time like to build something to rival Game Pass that they've just been shoveling games into that thing.
I agree, mate. I agree.
I mean, again, no engineer. PS1 games, PS2 games. PS1 games are puny compared to what they are now.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's a few conversions, boom, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, engineers watching. There's more to it than that. Software engineers do not, mate.
We're not discrediting your profession.
Yeah, you should do it for them, mate. Be easy. If it's that easy, right? Yes, I mean they're better. They're starting to get. They're getting to a point now where they are better than Nintendo because they're just shit at it. Like, they had the perfect thing with Virtual Console. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a shopping spree. You didn't have to subscribe to any. The games were a bit overpriced.
It's dead now. It's dead now, isn't it?
I want to say overpriced, but you know what I mean. There's a bit. Some of them were like Super Metro was like £8, I think, at one point. That game's worth a lot of money, but don't get me wrong. For a little ROM, £8.
Yeah,
mate. Like some, but it's what it is. And then the Nintendo were like, "Oh yeah, we've already released an F-Zero game. Just go and play it." I'm like, "Fucking play that F-Zero game." I've got to go on eBay, assuming I've not got a GameCube.
Yeah.
Go on eBay, buy a GameCube for 40-50 quid. Buy the game for 30 to 50 quid. Wait for it to get to my house. Get a TV that's compatible. I mean, obviously, we're
HDMI converter.
We've got all this shit. We're all HDMI converter. And I'm just like, just put it on Switch. I can just go, boom, done. One day. I mean, F-Zero X is there, and I played Mario Golf the other day, the N64 one. Mate, I forgot how to play it. I got fucking battered, but it is what it is. Yeah, moving on. Got the latest in the acquisition soap opera nonsense for you now. You ready?
Go on.
Ethan Gatch or Gak or Gash, I'm not sure. Sorry, Ethan from Kotaku says, and I quote, "Report: private equity eyeing Ubisoft as the next big gaming acquisition." Now, I'm going to just read a little bit. Stay with me. Private equity firms could be beginning to circle over Ubisoft, Bloomberg reported Friday. Talks are early but include interest from firms like Blackstone Inc. and KKR and Co. Do you know them two are? I haven't got a clue. It's what it is, though. Probably companies with a lot of money, or firms with a lot of money, I should say.
I imagine.
Even if it's not private equity, senior, current and former Ubisoft developers Kotaku has spoken to in recent months believe the company will eventually sell to someone amid a flagging stock price and ongoing production struggles. Hold that thought, James, while I go on to that old Twitter. I've got Daniel Ahmed's tweet. I'm going to put it on screen for you now. The crowd goes wild. He retweets the Round Hill investment. I'm going to read you the tweet he retweeted first. It says, Ubisoft draws buyout interest. According to Bloomberg, the French game publisher behind Rainbow Six Siege and Assassin's Creed has attractive preliminary takeover interest. And it goes on, potential suitors include what I've just said. And Daniel Ahmed retweets saying, Ubisoft stock up 11% on buyout interest according to a new Bloomberg report. Excuse me. Jam. Mr. Ubisoft Lover 69.
Am I?
Mate, to be fair, out of me and you, I think I'm the one that's played more Ubisoft games in the recent years that isn't Rainbow Six Steve, so I'll go.
I've played Rainbow Six occasionally, and then the Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Played Assassin's Creed, and Immortal Phoenix Rising. Yes, I have.
No, I'm saying I haven't played these games.
We don't play a lot of Ubisoft games. I'm just thinking then.
No.
Okay.
Far Cry. We don't play Far Cry.
Ryan loves Far Cry, I believe. 5, I think. This is good.
Yeah, somebody says 5 is better than 6.
Yeah. A lot. There's been a lot of hostility, I'll say, with Ubisoft over the past couple of years. You've had the abuse accusations. Mate, what's happening? I've turned that light on. My head's gone, mate. You know what I mean?
You're dying.
I'm like a vampire. I'm just melting away. No, but yeah, like all that abuse scandal which happened, and that the games are just getting rinsed and rinsed. Like Far Cry 6 come out to like a golf clap, and it was just like, all right. Steph's in the house. What are you saying, mate?
Nothing, he's on a call as well. He's not finished his yet. Yep.
Hot.
Hey, it's you. Right.
Yep, finished.
Let's go.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I put.
Can you hear Seth?
Well, James finished drinking.
It's funny. Yeah. No, a
Oh,
little
God,
bit.
oh, God.
Don't worry. No. I'll zone out.
I'm mobile. I can move.
I'm a professional, mate. Stay there.
No, you're not.
Dude, I invented professionalism.
You invented gimpism.
That is you, mate. What's that in your ear?
What?
What is that in your ear?
That's my earbuds.
They're probably the greatest earbuds ever made.
That's what I'm talking to you on.
Oh,
Everyone's getting a tour of my house right now.
it's a beautiful house, to be fair. Yeah, so the article goes on and says, according to Kotaku sources, Ubisoft have been working closely with several outside consultancy firms in recent years to audit various parts of its business. While companies do this to become more profitable and prepare for the future, sources Kotaku spoke to have suggested to sign Ubisoft trying to tidy up its books before a potential sale. Consider me shocked with like all the acquisition, all the abuse scandals and all that shit, the sexual assault scandals as well. Mate, you're in. There we go. There's Nathan Drake. That's what I like to see. There's an old mate. I saw Kinnell. I was thought to punch my mum just today.
Why?
I was talking. Ran me up. We do a face chat every couple of days. You know, keep in touch. So someone from work got you something. I'm like, for your child. It's like he's probably not going to wear it though. I'm like, for fuck's sake. Go on.
Is it Man United top?
No, worse.
Liverpool.
No. Stoke City. I'm like, why?
What? Why?
I'm like, no one here supports Stoke City. Do you know? We'll be playing them next season. Are they in the Championship?
Yes.
We'll be playing them next season, but
they're doing alright. I think they're like third.
No, Huddersfield were third last time I checked.
Oh, maybe
they've won since, so I don't think they would have gone down. But I think they're in the playoff thing, the playoff places ish. Is what it is, though. But I was fuming. Yeah, so Ubisoft potentially tidying up before they sell up. On a wave of recent big gaming acquisitions that include Grand Theft Auto publisher Take-Two buying Zynga, Sony buying Bungie, and Microsoft's huge deal for Activision Blizzard. It seems...
No, not yet.
It seems... Do you need me to hurry up?
No.
I'll hurry up. Are you sure? Have you got time?
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah.
20 minutes?
Well, I forgot to feed the dogs.
Feed the dogs, you give... Go and feed the dogs.
They weren't even with me.
Mate, yes they were.
No, they weren't.
Mate, it seems like a game of eat or be eaten for those who remain. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so potentially Ubisoft are readying for a buyout. Just that. How does that sit with you first?
I just don't really care about Ubisoft.
You obviously, that being said, you obviously care about the treatment of
Obviously,
staff
what's
and
going on, yeah. And it'd be good to get. It'd be like the equivalent
Activision.
of Blizzard and that being bought out, yeah. And then they're just going to clean house,
and get the dickheads out, and yeah.
In that respect, I'm all for it.
I mean, obviously, it depends who's on the purchasing end, but I'm hoping that do you know what I mean? That it's somebody cool. But I mean, money corrupts people, doesn't it? As it does. Yeah. And then you forget that Vivendi tried a hostile takeover a couple of years ago, 2018. Fucking hell, 2018. That didn't. They fought that off, but now with everything that's gone on since, or everything that's come to light since, perhaps they are ready to be bought, and we'll keep an eye on it. But there's nothing concrete yet. No one's bought anybody. No one's offered anything for anything. Well, Ubisoft haven't, but it is what it is. Jam, moving on. Favorite game series of all time. Sonic Origins is a thing.
No one cares.
You care.
No, there's no one else.
I've got a fucking thingy. Right. Sonic Origin. I mean, I'm not Sonic's game biggest fan. I'm not as big as you, mate. But, that being said... Ryan's going to Tesco. Let us know what you get, Ryan. I really appreciate it.
Let's go, Tesco.
That being said, this Origins thing, I'm about it. I can appreciate what it's doing. You know, all the added shit.
Isn't it just like a remake thing? Remaster.
Kind of ports, remasters kind of thing, but like there's added visuals. Mate, Dan's here. What are you saying? Added video animations. There's you can play Knuckles in Sonic 1 now. You know what I mean? All this.
I bet Sonic 3 is not in it.
Sonic 3, isn't it?
It is.
It is. They got Sonic 3. Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic CD, Sonic 1 and 2. All there. There's nice animations done by people that understand this series. I can appreciate what it's... Oh, God, sorry. That was loud. I'm sorry. Do you know what I'm saying? That wasn't loud. Mate, the fucking... I'm fuming with this. Give me a second. Don't talk. Don't talk. Joe, I'm fuming.
Why are you fuming?
There you go. Talk again.
Hello.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's a bit loud, but we'll deal with it, mate. Yeah, so it's all here, and it's all good. However, that being said, there's this stupid chart that comes with it as well. Which, why does a remaster of like 25-year-old games need this stupid chart? This annoys me. It's irrelevant and it's stupid. They've got main game, 100 bonus coins, mirror mode unlocked, hard missions, blah 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 blah. All of them come, well, most of them come with this digital deluxe edition, but there's the standard edition, the start dash pack, the premium fun pack, the classic. Fuck off. Just sell it all. Surely they could sell it all for a reasonable price. Why is Bloodborne trending? Because it's probably the greatest game ever made. I don't know why Bloodborne's trending. I don't think there's anything to it. Do you know what I mean? I appreciate the work that's gone into the actual remaster, but this nonsense has got to stop. I'm sure you agree. But Jam. Still on Sonic, 2 seconds. Sega delisting Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles and CD on May 20th. The original versions on digital storefronts. So they can charge you 40, 45 quid for this brand new one. So you don't have to buy the old one. So if you want the old ones, buy them now. Or before May 20th at least. Sega announced today that the company will delist the digital versions of the standalone titles featured in Sonic Origins on May 20th. That is a press release. I'm getting that from Game Press. Because we're technically press. We're not. That's just a website.
We're official.
Mate, we're fucking erect. Last thing. I think it's going to piss you off. It's the reason why I put it in, to be honest. Sticking with Ubisoft. Sorry, I should have sandwiched these together. I do apologise. But it says Ubisoft drops online service for 90 older games. To be fair, this is from Justin Reeve at The Gamer. This is stuff like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry 2, Rainbow Six Vegas, Rayman Origins, Zelda, fucking hell, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. You know what I'm saying? Games that are probably dead anyway. They've been shut down. Which is a shame because there was some older games which... Like, I'm sure if I put Rainbow Six Vegas on, I'd find a game. I'm sure I would. Yeah,
because it's got that cult fun. The thing you sent me yesterday, Street Fighter 4 still players.
The OG vanilla original Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I remember playing... Me and you mostly played Arcade Edition with the massive roster. And I forgot the roster was like... Oh, it's not small, but it's relatively smaller than what it is. So it says, who says this? Official statement reads, the online multiplayer services for the titles listed below now have been shut down. I'm going to scroll. I'm going to put the titles on screen for you quick. Just in case you play one. I'm sure you don't.
I do not.
Yeah, you do.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
There you go. Avatar on the PlayStation 3, mate. You're all over that. A load of Just Dance games.
Wow.
Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2, Rainbow 3, Settlers 3 and 4. Smurfs 2, that's probably the greatest game ever made, mate. Most of them are probably dead anyway. But it is what it is. Yeah, moving on. That's all the game shit I've got today. Thanks so much for that. There's a couple of nonsense I need. Jam, hold on to your lug nuts because it's time for an overhaul, mate. Twitter have accepted, or potentially have accepted a buyout by Elon Musk for 44 billion. Jam, do you know how long it'll take you if you started now to count to what 44 billion?
I can work this out.
If you roughly
assuming 32 years for 1 billion,
assuming that you account 1 second per number.
Yeah, I'd be dead before I got there.
You'd be long on, mate. Do you want me to just tell you?
I'd be dead before I got to 3 billion. 3.5 billion. Go on.
Take you 1,333 years if you were to start now. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 44 billion.
A millennium.
Mm-hmm. And a bit. And a third.
A millennium. Yeah.
I mean, Elon Musk has become quite I mean, pros and cons to everyone, but I mean,
he's like an anti-hero kind of thing, or yeah, you love him or you hate him kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously we don't agree with some of the decisions he or his company makes, but I don't. Why spend that much money? You don't need to. Twitter's fine as it is, but I mean,
I feel like it's just I feel like it's just a flex.
Yeah. Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. I won't go that far, Elon, but
yeah,
that's it.
Even Zelensky are going to be on it talking about the peace talks. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, of course they are, mate. Twitter's board instituted a poison pill strategy, which is something that companies do to negate a takeover, but they've since accepted it. It's unclear what impact Musk will have on Twitter or where he'll start with changes. When he first closed his 9.2% stake in Twitter, he polled Twitter users on the creation of an edit button. I mean, you're not going to fucking spend 44 billion just so you can put an edit button on it. Come on, mate. We're not. How naive do you think we are? I'm reading from Emma Roth from The Verge. But we'll keep an eye on this. I'm sure it's not. Most people won't see the effects of this, I don't think. Maybe he'll unban people that should remain banned.
It's just going to be revenue for him.
Exactly. I think perhaps maybe he'll unban people that are banned, like perhaps the next president or
Donald Trump. Yeah,
or perhaps I can't remember who else is banned, but there's been a lot of dickheads that have been silenced and for good reason, because they've been it's not a free speech thing, it's a telling the truth thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like
propaganda is bad and all that.
Yeah. But it is what it is. I digress. Moving on. It Takes Two is getting a movie. Are you happy, Jam?
What? Yeah. That's sick.
It Takes Two movie lands at Amazon. Stephen Bucks Productions joins DJ2 Entertainment as producers. I think this is the one that The Rock's in, not the Streets of Rage film, I believe. I'm reading from Joe Watterson from Variety. So It Takes Two, blah, blah, blah. Variety reported in January that the game was being adapted for the screen. As previously reported, DJ2 Entertainment will produce the film, with Stephen Bucks Productions now boarding the project along with Amazon Studios. Dwayne Johnson, Danny Garcia, and Hiram Garcia will produce on behalf of Stephen Bucks. This is the one that The Rock's in.
That's cool.
It is cool. You would. You'll be buzzing, mate. But I mean, there's not really much to say. Give me a trailer. Do you want it to stick to a more realistic style, or would you rather it stick to the claymation kind of look it's got?
Well, in the game, it's supposed to be like real life, and then they are little puppet things. So I'd say
half and half.
Yeah, live action.
Yeah, cool.
I like that. Obviously, then little characters are formed in it, and
yeah. Mate, I can see what you're saying. Mate, I know exactly what you're on about, mate. Don't you worry. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see what's going down. I think The Rock's going to play the husband, right? Or would he be the Buck?
The Buck's too iconic, very Hispanic and Mexican.
Yeah.
Stereotypical. He's great.
It's the same voice actor, the Buck and the husband. Do you know that? I was shocked.
Was it?
I was shocked, yeah. I thought at first, I thought it was
Cody. That's it. His name is the husband.
I thought the Buck was Joseph Fares. I thought he was just a voice in his own game, but it wasn't.
Mhm.
I was like, it's proper. It sounds like if you listen to him, it does sound like him a bit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Moving on, Jam, we've got some bad news. A tweet from
What?
Nintendo of America official Twitter account. It says as follows,
What?
mate. So this is Miyamoto. After consulting with Chris San, my partner at Illumination on the Super Mario Bros. Film, we decided to move the global release to spring 2023, April 28th in Japan, and April 7th in North America. My deepest apologies, but I promise it will be well worth the wait.
This is one I'm just like, I'm right on the fence.
I need a trailer first. I'm dying to see this. I'm very intrigued. Like, Luigi. Oh, fucking, what's his name? What's his name?
Luigi.
No, the dude who does the voice for Luigi. What's his name? The All the Sony guy. Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Him. I can see that. I can see Jack Black as Bowser. I can see Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Chris Pratt as Mario is just fucking with my head. I'm very intrigued to see this. I'm sure you're the same. If that'll like. But that is, I mean, again, it's one of them, like, I'm sure if you go back, we've said what we've said on Mario film. I just want to see a trailer. Next up, I'm not very happy. I am not happy. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2, or Across the Spider-Verse,
you are fuming.
has been delayed until 2023. And the third part has been renamed to not Across the Spider-Verse Part 2, it's Beyond the Spider-Verse, which perhaps has been a kind of change in direction of the story, maybe. I don't know. So I'm reading from thedirect.com. Where's the writer's name? Where's the writer's name, John?
Over there.
Aaron May I've wrecked that, mate. Eclerinal. I don't know. Aaron. No idea.
Aaron,
even though the film was led until 2023, the anticipation for Across the Spider-Verse is high, especially after Into the Spider-Verse's impressive debut. The upcoming Marvel sequel is expected to cross dimensions once again, but details about which other Spider-Man variants will are under wraps. There's 240 characters in this film, and it is the biggest team of animators on an animated film ever. Did you know that?
I did not.
No way. So this film has been pushed back to, as this article going to tell me? This article, okay. Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 has been delayed October 7th to June the 2nd, and Part 2 will be released in 2024 on March 29th. Oh, Beyond the Spider-Verse. It is what it is. I mean, I can tell of how the animation looks in that film. That takes a long time, and it's gonna. I mean, it's gonna hit. It will. It just will. Yes, but it is what it is. And last but not least, Venom 3 and Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel are officially in development, greenlit, ready to go. Which, I mean, we watched Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's clear that was going to get another one. That was even the
that's a whole new beginning for Ghostbusters. That's a whole new set of film.
Yeah. I mean, even the most hardened, stubborn Ghostbusters fan liked Afterlife. It was a great
My
film.
brother likes it.
Your brother did. Your brother doesn't like anything.
No, he likes the original Ghostbusters, and he likes that Ghostbusters, the Afterlife.
Bloody hell! I didn't realise that. But Venom 3, I mean, Venom does well. Venom's a popular character. Tom Hardy's
still not watched it.
No, I've only watched the end credit scenes because it links to. It may or may not link to the MCU. But I mean, Tom Hardy's a likable guy. He's good at. He's good, like in everything mostly. Venom was popular. That's gonna do well, even if it's shit. Morbius is doing the business. I mean, it is.
I said when we first saw that Morbius trailer, I said it was crap.
Mm-hmm.
I've still not seen it. So I don't pass judgment, but apparently it's been slated big time.
Yeah, I mean, it is a shame because I do like Morbius as a character from Spider-Man universe. I do like him a lot.
I don't remember him at all.
No.
I
remember him from the cartoon, and I had a few comics with him in. I thought he was quite cool, but the Morbius film, I thought I'm in. But then I saw that. So I'm always quite open with trailers. I always try and see the positives, and I always want them to do well. Whatever I'm watching, if it's a film, TV, I always want it to do well. But if it's shit, it's shit, innit? But it's what it is.
Marvel's films aren't going to be hit after hit every time, are they?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not Sony, is it? Sorry.
Sony ones, to be fair. That's what it is. I mean, I know it's not Sony's problem. I know it's not Sony as a thing, because they do the Tom Holland Spider-Man films, don't they?
Yeah, of course they do.
Obviously, they did Spider-Verse, which is brilliant. So I know it's not Sony. Yeah. It's something else.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what it is. Jam, that's all I've got today. Are you buzzing?
I'm always buzzing.
I'm always buzzing. Jam, why is that? You got any unpopular opinions or anything?
I don't.
My one I wrote down.
I'm intrigued to hear yours.
It's not a. I mean, I want to pick your head with this one.
Go on.
Trophy achievement system things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you want Nintendo to incorporate that into the Switch or their ecosystem? You do. How would you do it? Because I was thinking about this the other day. I think you could do like, if you're gonna do the trophy way, you could have like coins could be bronze trophies, mushrooms could be silver, and like the flower power could be gold, and a star could be platinum.
Yeah.
I've got like or something like that. I'm spitballing, mate. But it's not a deal breaker for me. But I'm surprised. Yeah, like Rice says, I'm surprised they haven't gone down that rabbit hole or explored. I mean, they've done it a little bit with the rewards with the new packs thing, because I've got a new icon and background and stuff for that.
I've looked at it. I've not changed anything of that.
I've got the Koopa Trooper, mate, from Odyssey.
I've still got my Inkling, and I'll have that forever, probably.
We've got new Inkling ones, to be fair, on there. Now that you don't care, do you? You can have an Inkling. You can have a Splatoon border thing. I mean, I have a look. It's quite cool what you can do. I'm sure you've got enough reward points, but I still
probably
think
got millions. Yeah.
I still think that I believe, as someone that doesn't fucking, I'm not an avid trophy collector. Unless it's within my interest to do it. Like, if I have to go out my way and get a million bajillion collectibles, I have to operate on some bollocks or RNG shit, I'm not going to do it. Like, straight up not going to do it. But if it's within reason, I'll go out my way to get one or two. But I hope, imagine like the platinum, if you will, for Smash Ultimate. That'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, it would, Bob. It'd be like, I think that would just translate from the puzzle pieces you're filling.
Yeah. To be fair,
I think they would just be,
did you fill all that?
They would just be the trophies. No, I haven't finished World of Light.
Ask me if I've got them all.
Have you got them all?
Yeah. Ask me if I got all the spirits as well.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yes, I have, mate. I've had them. I've put new ones in. I've not played it for ages. But it is what it is.
But I do like my trophies. I do like getting them as like an achievement. And I like going back to see what games I've played over like the last 1,000 years that have been out.
I say this.
14 years now.
I say I'm not I don't go on my way to get them, but I always have a look. I always compare to see what's going down. Like if me and you both got the same game, I'll always have a look, see what we've both done, and I'll always sort of once I finish a game, I'll always have a look after to see what I've missed, and potentially if I couldn't get I could have Elden Ring. But
I probably know if I'm going to platinum a game when I start playing it, or if I'm
so I was going to say you're not a person that would play a shit game with an easy platinum just to get the platinum.
No. That's a waste of my time.
It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of everyone's time. I mean, if you're a trophy hunter, it's not, but
yeah,
it is what it is, mate. Yeah.
Lego Star Wars. I mean, even the PS2 ones, I got 100% completion. Like, I unlocked everything, collectibles and whatnot.
Yeah. Mate, you do what you want.
It's a tall order on this one, though.
I'm looking forward to see if you stick it out, mate. I'm really interested.
I mean, it's a tall order, but I mean, like the more you play it, the more studs you get. You can get like indications of like, oh, there are collectibles over here. and you're like, okay, cool, I'll just walk over and go get it.
Yeah, there's always something to do. There's always something in the distance, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I can appreciate that.
There's just a lot to do.
Mate, you're buzzing. Buzzing. So, in conclusion, yeah, to be fair, like quite a lot of Switch games do have them within the game. So, quite a lot of the third-party shit, like Wolfenstein, will have that. The thinking. I know Bioshock's got the internal sort of trophy system, if you will. That's very true, Ryan. Yeah. But Jam, moving on. Anything to add on that shit or anything? No. Buzzing. Jam, have you got a forgotten gem or do you want me to pick one up my ass?
I've got a forgotten gem.
Oh, fucking buzzing, man. Mate, that's right.
I don't think I've done it before.
Okay, I will double check, but I'm more than welcoming a double dip because it gets hard when we're at 130, 123. It does get difficult. So between 3 or 4 of us, you know what I mean? Not giving a fuck.
Oh, that's so sun damage.
I'm not about this. Sun damage. I assume it's a cartridge.
No.
No.
The game's.
Are you lying to me?
Yeah, clue.
What clue?
It's straight.
It's a GameCube game.
Yeah.
Muscle.
No, but I do have that game.
Is it? It is one of your American games, all right?
Yeah,
It looks the wrong way around from what you showed up.
Yeah, it's American. NTSC.
Yeah, cool. Clue me again.
So it's actually something quite relevant right now and current that I'm playing. I have been playing.
Star Wars something?
No. It's the best version of what I've been playing. Until recently, because this one's really good.
What have you been playing?
The new one.
Mario Party 4. Oh, fucking hell, mate. That is my favourite as well. You'd be surprised.
He's the best Mario Party.
You've not done this one, mate.
I don't think I have.
Remember Al had that game when we were in school and it's fucking beautiful, mate. So good. So, Mario Party.
Yeah.
What is there for?
It's like I was looking at some gameplay of it earlier, and even though like graphically, obviously it's not as good as the new one, but like let's say you go to the shop in the new one, it's just little.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like Mario, but I do feel you because when I played, is it Superstars? No, Super Mario Party, right? Is the one before this one that you play now. I played that one. I felt it was a bit bare bone vanilla kind of thing. I felt like it was a sort of a sidestep. Yeah. Yeah. Was that not in the new one? This is. I need to be more fucking chaos. I felt that was That's what I feel with the sort of the. I've only played Super Mario Party. I've not played the new one, but I felt it was less on the board. I felt it was less chaos and less bollocks. It's about Mario Party is about bollocks, isn't it? It's about cheese in the star at the end, or
it is cheese.
Yeah,
like the game me mission.
That's why you're good at it, mate. You know what I mean?
I was losing, and I knew I was good. I was third, and I had tactics in my head. I was like, I'm going to win this, and G was so far ahead, and I won it.
Yeah, like it's sort of preconceived cheese, so it's like you can sort of see. If I do this and get this item, I can cheese that star and steal this one from this person. You can sort of pre-plan your cheese in your head, whereas like other games, like FIFA, for example, don't know why I'm comparing FIFA and Mario Party, but you know what I mean. It's just bollocks.
Yeah, but the last 4 goes of the last game we played, I had a warp pipe, but I never used it. I kept rolling the dice. because the star was so far away.
Yeah.
My tactic was I rolled enough because I had enough coins to get to Boo and steal G star.
Yeah.
Rather than just getting a star.
Mm-hmm.
I took one off of G, gained one myself, and then I won 2 bonus stars at the end.
Buzzing, mate.
And it put him in 3rd place rather than 1st because then Fish got a star and took 2nd.
I bet he was fuming.
It was funny.
But Jam, you know what I want to tell you now? I've actually got this in. I've got this Japanese, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I've got it Japanese.
I've got it Japanese as well.
I think I
got 4, 5, and 6 Japanese.
You got about 10 copies of 6 Japanese, ain't you?
You've got Mario Party 6 Japanese.
Yes, that's the one I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So price time. You ready?
I saw it. I was looking earlier. I can't remember.
It's all over the place, to be honest.
Yeah.
Bidding actually. Buy it now. Top £31. There's bids for like a tenner, but I think buy it now is looking at 30 to 40 quid. There, give or take, if you know what I mean.
Same with Mario Party 5. I think Mario Party 7 is like 70 quid.
Yeah,
something
isn't
like
that
that.
the one with the microphone thing?
Yes, but that's without the microphone to buy it for 70 quid. If you want to buy it with the microphone in its big box, like 150.
Yeah, I can buy Mario Party Superstars for £39, new and sealed. That's the one you got. That's the new one, right? You're playing, no worries.
Yeah.
But, we all know we're all waiting for Super Mario Strikers Battle League Football, mate. That's what we're waiting for. That's the beauty.
And on Friday, Switch Sports.
Yeah, no one cares about that. But after watching the trailer of that the other day and the music come on, I was like, that little jingle. I'm like, oh god, it nearly had me. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it because week tomorrow, Star Wars Day, Jim.
It is
Also known as what we call in the trade due date.
droppage day.
Droppage, pop in, mate. So, like I said last week, I may, I'll tweet it, don't worry, but probably going to go dark for at least 2 weeks. So there'll be no reports, no arcade editions, none of that shit.
I'll do some streams, don't worry.
I know, I've got you down as a while I'm offline person anyway, so, do you know what I mean? And obviously, I'll retweet your shit and just follow Gem anyway on Twitter. If you don't already.
I'll try and fill the slots with streams of me just playing.
You do what you need to do, mate.
Have people join me if they want.
But speaking of filling slots, that's all we've got time for today. I don't know what that means, but whatever. If you watch on YouTube, don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends, give yourself a pat on the back for lasting this long. That's what she said. Ring the bell as well if you like, so then you can get the reports the second they're uploaded, and then you can be like the first one. It is what it is, mate.
Yeah,
in the chat now, I appreciate
it's the fashion nowadays, isn't it?
Yes, mate. Ryan, I appreciate your time. Dan, you popped by. I appreciate your time as well. Everyone who's in the chat just chilling, thank you for joining if you're there.
NS is streaming, I think.
NS is he?
Raiders ass.
Is he on?
He said, I don't know. He said he was going to start a stream.
NS says a lot of stuff, mate.
NS is streaming, yeah.
Okay, NS is streaming. We are going to join NS's stream. If you hold on to your horses, hold on to your hats.
And he's got a face cam on as well.
Mate, big face cam. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you with NS. Thank you very much. Keep it casual.
Peace.
I'll see you Thursday. We'll do something Thursday. I'll see you later. Up the top is, send a bit.